Internet. Glad to have you. No, it's been a while. Been busy. Then I had a break from work, and I had to get sick on that particular time. But yeah, I mean, I guess I made my. Oh, fudge sickle. 1 second. One of the streams is having issues. I got this cockamamie set up because I didn't bring all of my equipment. All right, but yeah, uh, totally lost train of thought. Oh, another tidbit of information. I also lost my. I had a phone stolen. I don't want to say lost my phone. Some motherfucker stole my shit. That shit just enraged me. I don't know. It's just like I intentionally had an old ass device. Like you can steal some more cutting edge shit from somebody who got more money than me. All that foldable shit, you gonna steal my old ass busted shit. Had on my, it also had was a wallet. It was a wallet case. It had my cards, ID and shit in it. I ended up tracking it like 2 cities over, and I was fuming. I just kept. It was like split between two places where it could be. So I started playing the sound, to find my sound, and this motherfucker turned it off and went above and beyond. I could see that I saw my phone traveling, and then it just went out, and then I just stopped seeing it. Period. I think I probably would still see it if I um, paid to continue having service because the internet was updating. It was supposed to wipe it, but it's just vexing. The shady motherfuckers like that exist. But then, I was stepping into the building today. Uh, saw some people smoking crack right outside the door of an educational facility. What a pity. Um, but yeah, so I've been busy, but for the most part, I made my opinions heard on the top matters. Like what's going on with Palestine. That's evolved. I've been involved with like different groups. I went to one of the encampments. I organized with different groups on like building movements to hold people accountable. I was outside of the Boeing protests. They were supposed to have a defense showing, like there were new weapons, and we shamed them into not showing up. So they moved all that shit online, ended up making the news in the process. But it's yeah, it's. I feel like the organizing has been useful. I enjoyed doing the online aspect, but then like opening myself up to talking about some of the stuff I'm working on that had proved to be not a good idea before. I think there's motherfuckers who watch this shit and they just try to foil whatever I'm working on, so it's just moving silence sometimes. But anyways, um, yeah, one thing is just like there's been two big news stories this week. This Julian Assange got freed. Freed. He still had to plead guilty to some shit he did not do. Um, yeah, it's been. I ended up talking to the mayor of Rochdale, George Galloway, and I made my opinion heard. I was um, not. I'm happy that Julian's out, but I'm sad that he ended up being charged. He should be getting reparations. It's obvious. Like he snitched on these war criminals. That was his crime. He's now I wouldn't say snitch because he has no loyalty to them. He exposed them. But yeah, it's just it's a debacle that he was put away for so long over something so like anybody should do it. If I find out that my government is crooked as shit and I get like hardcore evidence of some fucked up shit they did, obviously I want y'all to know. I still haven't gotten I've gotten a lot of evidence, but I don't have like the footage he had, and I tell y'all the government ain't shit. We need a revolution. But um Yes, so it's been that's been um taking place, and I'm like watching that unfold, still waiting for the reparations. Then fast forward to yesterday, I don't even keep up with that debate shit. Like watching the Democrats versus the Republicans, it's like people see like two grody pieces of shit in the toilet, and then I just want to flush them both. I'm like, oh, this is just nasty. Who didn't flush this shit? And then somebody's like, no, that one to the right, we should make it our leader. Like, no, that's not how I roll. I'm not gonna pick a piece of shit. I don't care which one has like more corn or almonds or whatever your thing is. It's a piece of shit. I'm not touching it. I'm one of those people. Um, I've been saying since Trump put his hat into the ring, he is an atrocious person. I would never ever vote for. Horrible, racist. Just he's a sexual assaulting creep, right? That being said, Democrats are worse. Right? That's always been my point. And so people telling me, "Oh, you're voting third party, so you can count to three. You're going to vote for someone who's going to lose. That's just a vote for Trump. It's just like so I have to so a vote for who I want to vote for would lead to a slightly less shitty president than what the Democrats offer. And I say the Democrats are shit, and I include Hillary in that. I want to just say Uncle Joe, he's cool. Um, but yeah, it's just I include them because like Trump is just so atrocious. People know to stay away. Democrats can convince like people who I know personally to defend someone like Joe Biden. They have nothing that they celebrate about this motherfucker other than he's not Trump. But yeah, they're like, oh, but we got to vote for him because Trump, and that's their whole thing. And I'm like, no. So you've convinced yourself to vote for the top two evils because you're saying what you actually want is not possible. So you have to get what they give you. You have to pick between the shit and the toilet instead of just flushing this whole system. So that's why I say Democrats are worse. I mean that, and the fact that Joe Biden has like literally been a horrible person for over 40 years. As racist as Trump is, I don't know about him giving eulogies at Klan members' funerals. Right? I don't know about him praising Strom Thurmond while celebrating Lee and the Confederacy. So it's just like, yeah, he's just talking about he doesn't want his kids raised in a racial jungle when they were trying to bust the school. So it's just like, it got very annoying hearing people defend this kind of shit. But now it's just, I like to fuck with people. Like people start talking about, the other day someone was just like, man, Trump, man, fuck Biden, Trump, go Trump. I'm like, yeah, I'm with you on the fuck Biden. I'm right there with you. I'm halfway. It's the same shit that went down 2016. I'm halfway with you when you say fuck Trump. But when you say like let's go Hillary, let's go Biden, no. We're not on the same train. We don't have the same destination. I'm trying to end up in a totally different place to you, a whole new world, as they say. Um so what I did with this cat, that'll just like sitting there and just like because anytime I say Trump is bad, they think I'm saying Biden is good, and vice versa. And I'm like, no, I'm pointing out his flaws. Yes, I agree with you on all the shit that you say about Biden. I'll throw in some extra shit, but it's just like it doesn't make sense that you can just like get so close and just still buy into this whole fucking system. Um, yeah, and that's just like 2016. I got a lot of people shaming me. So I was like, no fucking way, no Hillary, no Biden, none of that shit. It was like, but you gotta do it. You gotta. And then there was a financial incentive. I was getting asked to work with a senator from New York on a campaign thing, like in 2015. And I'm like, that's weird. I'm not a New York citizen, but I ended up just make him plant my flag with Jill Stein because she's someone who I fuck with. She was not in the debates, nor was an audience. It was just ridiculous. But I didn't watch it. So it's just like all kinds of stuff. I mean, I realized the debates, they're probably just talking about the stereotypical debate shit, probably asking Biden about his war crimes, his son's connection to the Nazis in the Ukraine. Like, hey, sir, you wrote the 1994 crime bill and you locked up a bunch of black people and you raised a crackhead. Someone you just like who counts up 21 grams of crack rock on a Zoom meeting with a hooker. That's your lineage. That's a branch off the family tree. And people keep saying that Biden has senility, but I still hold the belief that his mind is drug addled. I think he's smoking crack with Hunter, and since he's from Pennsylvania, he's doing that Pennsylvanian locally sourced gluten-free zombie drugs, that fentanyl, Nilin. That's what he's calling it, Nilin. If you hear Joe Biden say, "I'm Nilin," right now, it looks like he just hunched over, just kind of sleeping. As Nilin, he's on that fentanyl. Mark my words, they're gonna find like a syringe in his hanging out his arm. One of these times he's gonna nod out before he can take the syringe out while he's with the world leader. I think that's what's gonna happen. We can come back to this video; it'll be proof. Hey, Cuzzo, I'm a little sick right now. I'm in Meridian with my mom and Auntie Diane. You know what? I was just talking about Mississippi. I get like a little extra payola to go to a different school, continue my education, and I was considering schools in Mississippi. They have like they're trying to entice me with their programs, and it's they got options, but I don't know if they're as robust as some of the other areas. But I was looking there, California, a few other places I've been meaning to get caught back up with. Mississippi it'll be a good amount of time to really get acquainted with the area, because it's about the schools. One of the schools said they were like less than 30 minutes away from Meridian. So, but yeah, I definitely want to make my way out there. That's just, seems like something fun to do. Oh boy. Yeah, I gotta come, man. Y'all should have told me. You should plan like a family trip. Von Glorious, that would be. But yeah, I was not planning on going on too long. Just wanted to share my disappointment with the country's current state and make my prediction that Joe Biden gonna get caught with a needle in the arm, or they're gonna realize that the cocaine that was at the White House was not his, or not his son's. It was his. That's how they got him ready for some of the other debates. Cocaine cowboy. But yeah. Yeah, so I'm gonna get back to a regular schedule. But like I said, I am doing a lot of different stuff at the moment, and it entails me meeting a lot of fucking interesting people. Get to hang out with revolutionaries pretty routinely. I'm setting up a conversation with Black Panthers right now, and SNCC. They go hand in hand together. So SNCC merged with Black Panthers. This is a history that I got introduced to a lot of people who are new to it, since I'm the president of SNCC currently. Bringing it back, and we want to talk to some of the original members to, get their blessing in a way, but also just discuss some of their tactics when they were like marching with Martin Luther King and shit. One of the professors here knew Stokely Carmichael personally before and after he became Kwame Ture. So we're gonna get that on wax, do something with that. Of course, I got some comedic stuff. I got like one of the homies has been trying to get me to put on some musical stuff for a minute. Been sending me over a bunch of beats, so I converted some of those. I'm also being considered for some contests involving my art, so that's going to be interesting. I'll keep y'all abreast of that as it unfolds. But yeah, just wanted to tap in because it's been so long. I've been meaning to do it, but I also do have obligations at 7, so I got to start getting ready. Just got my mani pedi done. Toes feel extra soft for you weirdos. Um, 1 second. The current state is dementia and life support. No, the current state is corporate oligarchy, uh, anti-human. We're talking like corporations supersede humanity. They have more rights than we do. They can strip our rights. They could like buy up all the housing during a homelessness epidemic. We're talking about like this is true criminality. And the only way to actually do something about it is to get somebody who's out of the pocket of these corporations, whose whole raison d'etre is to end the corporation, invest all that in locally owned business, worker-owned stuff. You know, corporations should own property. We see what happens with that. The rent's gonna get crazy. They won't let you own. They want you to own nothing and be happy. All right. And when they own the businesses, they exploit the workers. Workers don't get paid a fraction of what the business makes. Even when we're talking about corporations that get subsidized to the tune of billions of dollars from government subsidies. So they got to go. And that's why I don't watch any of that debate shit. It's just it's a shame that this is what we're going to. That's what this is what I do to people who are like, yeah, I guess I'm voting Trump. I guess I'm voting Biden. And they fool themselves into thinking that's a good choice. Right? Just be like, oh man. Yeah, Trump or Biden, they're both so good. I'm thankful to have such amazing options. It's just like I don't other countries they only have like 2 shitty options or 1 shitty option. Like if the Democrats and Republicans were the same party with the same agenda and objectives, owned by the same people. Yes, but that's not what we have. So go Joe or go Trump or whoever the fuck they're rooting. Just be like, yes, they're both good. Don't say the other one's bad or the other one's worse. Just be like, they're both good. Pretend, and then people like. I mean, that's the way I've discovered is most impactful to get people to think about it. Because some people, it's just like after the debate, it was like a karaoke session. And one of the people changed their karaoke name to Go Biden or some shit like that. I'm just like, no. No, thank you. There's no enthusiasm. I see Trump shirts. I don't see Biden shirts. I know Trump voters vote for him. I never see anyone with anything like go Joe, go, you know. It's just crazy. And yeah, don't believe the hype. Don't count to 3. If you don't see like, you know, someone on there that you would actually trust to watch your dog, and you wouldn't trust Joe Biden to watch your puppy. You wouldn't trust him to babysit. You would get a babysitter for him. Maybe ask if your babysitter could like babysit your baby and Grandpa Joe. I mean, probably not, because like I said, I do think that Joe Biden's dementia is really crack addiction. But you know, same with Trump. They're both a negative no. So if you don't see somebody that like vibes with the world you want to see, write somebody in, write yourself in, write in Tweaker Terry. I'd rather see the dude on the corner saying he wants to be president as he like sticks meth into his arms, talks about like, you know, meth party 2024. You know, I'd rather see him because at least they're not like funding genocide. He's spending all that money on local business. Walton Jesse special. But yeah. I'm gonna deal with this cough. I'm out of tea. Yeah, I'll get back to you guys when I'm in better spirits, better health. But yeah, I mean, I'm high spirited from a lot of good stuff that I'll be filming. I had to get a new phone after my shit got stolen, so I upgraded a little bit, so it's gonna be better quality. And then I'm like streaming on this. So I'm not gonna get into the issues. We're gonna work this out for the next stream, though. But don't forget to be good to each other. Peace.